So we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Susie Stewart, and I'm the Senior Director of AT Services with LATAN. I hope everyone is doing well, and I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us for today's webinar. Our webinar today is promoting independence at home using assistive technology. Our presenters today are Jay Sapp. He is our AT Solutions Specialist, and myself. Before we get started, I wanted to go over a few details. First, this webinar is being recorded, so the recording will be posted to our website. Second, this webinar is scheduled for 30 minutes. Your microphones will be muted throughout the presentation. If you have a question, you can ask it at any time by using the chat feature. We will answer questions if time permits at the end of the webinar. If we can get to your question due to timing, feel free to contact us, or if we can't get to your question, I apologize. Feel free to contact us. We will see the contact information at the end of the presentation. So, and with that, we're going to get started with Jay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jay. So today, we're going to be talking about promoting independence at home using assistive technology. If everyone can see the screen, can you just say yes in the chat box real quick? I'll make sure everyone can see the slides. Okay. Well, let's get started. So, what is assistive technology, or AT? Assistive technology is any type, any item or piece of equipment, tool, or software that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of individuals with disabilities in all aspects of life. This includes school, at work, at home, and in the community. Assistive technology ranges from low-tech to higher-tech devices or equipment. AT can be low-tech, such as communication boards made from cardboard or fuzzy felt, and it can be higher-tech, such as special-purpose computers or electronic devices, wheelchairs, walkers, braces, educational software, power lifts, pencil holders, eye gates, head trackers, and much more. But in today's presentation, we'll start off with some lower tech options first. Some things that you can do today to modify your home or someone else's home so that a loved one with disabilities can be more independent. Some people may not think that some of this may not think of some of this as assistive technology, but it definitely is. The first thing we'll shine a light on today is doors and ease of access with appliances. It's a great idea to switch from traditional doorknobs to door handles or levers instead, as this is because it is strenuous on individuals who may not have the dexterity to tightly grip a doorknob, but switching it out for a lever takes away most of the strain, as they do not actually have to grip or grab the handle, grab the doorknob, to open the door. Now we'll talk about some ease of access with home appliances. We'll mainly focus on cooking and eating because that should be everyone's priority, right? Starting off with the trusty microwave. It's probably going to be the most used appliance in your home. So if a person has no vision and is trying to operate a microwave, they will most likely have a hard time figuring out the buttons, as most of them are flat and there are no talkback features, so they won't know exactly what they're pressing. So to modify it, what we can do is give some choice buttons some tactile feedback. You can use sticky button stamps or even Velcro strips if the user has diabetic neuropathy. That gives it a more tactile feedback. A high contrast button, like the one shown here, is great for someone who has low vision, as they'll probably be able to see that a little easier. A smart idea is to mark only the most important buttons on the appliance. You always want to remember that less is more when it comes to stuff like this, as modifying it too much can make learning the appliance even more difficult. A rule of thumb is to always ask the person using the appliance which buttons they deem which buttons or functions they deem most useful in the microwave. you can mark the number 5 as that is the center of the keypad, so that it'll be easier for the person to locate the number 5 and feel around for the other buttons on the keypad. The other two most important buttons are the start and the stop clear buttons, so that if they feel like they've made a mistake, they can easily feel for the clear button and correct themselves. Unique cutouts also work wonders. When paired with a microwave that has quick start functions like popcorn or pizza settings, the user can easily switch and find which pre-programmed setting they wanted and go straight to cooking. As seen right here is an example of this right here. All we have to do is insert the food, find pizza, and then press start. So moving on from the microwave to oven and stovetops, just like the microwave, you want to keep things simple. Too much over modifying can be confusing. You should start off with the most important buttons, being the start and stop button. For oven cooking, you want to mark the bake button as well as the up and down buttons to control the temperature. If the oven operates with a number pad, then mark the 5 just like you would the microwave. This way, the person can feel for the 5 and then access the other buttons around it. If cooking on a stove and it has a dial instead of buttons, it will be smart to put a marker on the medium level of the dial so that the user can gauge whether they want a warmer or a lower temperature. From the moment they turn the knob to where their finger reaches your marker in the middle temperature, they can tell that everything before the marker is a lower temp and that everything beyond the marker is hotter. But it's important to remember that not every person is the same. So always remember to ask your loved ones which functions they deem most necessary. Here's an example of this right here. So moving on, now we're going to get into some more higher tech options for assistive technology. Today we're going to focus on the OB personal feeding system, the LiftWare Utensils, the Up Easy Seat Assist, and then after that I'll pass it off to Susie so she can talk about the Alert medication system. So starting off with the OB, this is the OB. The OB is a teachable robotic arm that is designed to bring independence to those who have limited upper extremity motor functions. I have a video to go along with the OB that I prepared just for this webinar that goes over some more of its features. I'm gonna play that right now. I would recommend you guys turn up your volume a little bit because this video is kind of low. One switch will maneuver him between the 4 compartments of the plate. The second switch will command him to go down and pick the food up and bring it to you. He wipes the food off before he does this. OB can be easily repositioned to accommodate for any user. Simply press the teach button on his base and then grab his arm while holding the teach button on top. Move him to the position that you would like to eat at. OB's head will shake no if he can't reach that position. Simply readjust and then press the teach button when done. OB will confirm this with a head nod. After 30 seconds, if no interaction is given, OB will return to resting position and wait for your next command. OB's spoon and plate can both be removed easily and are both dishwasher friendly.
OBI can be controlled using any switch that inputs with a 3.5mm headphone jack. Individuals living with the following conditions may be ideal candidates for the OBI. This includes ALS, amputation, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, and other conditions impairing upper extremity motor control. OBI also has a rechargeable battery, so he's perfect for restaurants. OBI increases independence and effective food capturing like never before.
Okay, so that was the OBI. Now, moving on to the LiftWare utensils. Here we have the Steady, LiftWare Steady on the right, and the LiftWare Level on the left. We'll talk about the LiftWare Steady first. So the LiftWare Steady is an electronic stabilizing handle and a selection of attachments that give people with hand tremors way more control when eating their food. It reduces overall hand motions by about 70%. Here we have the 4 attachments that can be installed onto the Steady. We have an everyday spoon, an everyday fork, also a spork, and a soup spoon. I have a video for this LiftWare Steady as well, so I'll play that now and it'll explain more features and actually show how it works.
This is the LiftWare Steady, an electronic stabilizing handle and selection of attachments which include a spoon, spork, and fork. The Steady electronically stabilizes so that the attached utensils shake 70% less than your hand. The LiftWare Steady is compatible with multiple attachments. It can be used as an everyday spoon, soup spoon, fork, or spork. The LiftWare Steady is designed to help people with hand tremors, which may be related to Parkinson's disease, essential tremor, or stroke, eat more easily.
So that was the LiftWare Steady. Now, moving on, we're going to talk about the LiftWare Level. It's a bit more high tech than the Steady. It's a motorized handle with detachable utensils as well that mainly keeps the food at a level angle. This one has built-in sensors that detect the level and detect unintended movements and works to correct that. I have yet another video to show off the level and some of its capabilities. I'll play that right now. It's the last video.
This is the LiftWare Level, a motorized handle that keeps his food level for all those with limited hand or arm mobility to help them eat more easily. The level can adapt to a wide range of motion. It uses electronic motion stabilizing technology to keep your utensil level regardless of how your hand or arm twists, bends, or moves. The level's utensils can be easily removed and are dishwasher friendly. The hand strap is also easily removed. It is held on by a magnet at the base of the spoon. Level comes with a rechargeable battery. The battery lasts for about 1 hour of continuous use, which is approximately 3 meals on a single charge. The Level can be recharged by simply replacing the utensil head with the charger. It also comes with a nice carrying case to hold all the attachments. The Level may be a great eating companion for those with limited mobility, cerebral palsy, spinal cord injury, or post-stroke deficits.
So moving on from eating, now we're going to get into mobility. Mobility is another important aspect of independence. Here we have the Up Easy Seat Assist. The Up Easy Seat Assist is an electronic lift that plugs directly into the wall and can lift up to 300 pounds completely out of a seat. There is also a battery variant of it, a battery-powered variant of it. But it's also, but it is great for most armchairs and sofas and the cover is easily removed and can be cleaned. Is washer friendly. So now I'm going to pass it back over to Susie so she can talk about the e-alert system. My name is Jay again, and I'll pass it back to Susie.
Thanks, Jay. The MedAlert system is an automatic pill dispenser and reminder. It dispenses medication at scheduled times, providing you with audible and visual alerts. Its feature piece is that it has a key locking system, which offers an important safety feature to help prevent double dosing, overdosing, and dosage mix-ups. The unit can be filled by an individual or a caregiver, or upon request, some pharmacies are willing to fill them for you. There is dosing templates on the cover that can be put in that are basically according to a person's prescription. And this provides easy fill that the person can get the correct medicine into each compartment. Setting the unit works simply by setting the digital clock on the face, and it has up to 6 alarms for dosing times up to 6 times per day. Once the unit is set, the device is locked with the key provided. And then when it's time to take the meds, the unit will alarm and the tray inside will rotate to the current medications into the dosing window. The unit continues to alarm until it is picked up and turned over to drop out the medications. The automatic pill dispenser is a great device for people with memory loss due to aging or other disorders that can affect memory. There are similar devices on the market, but most of them are more costly and require monthly fees for monitoring. The MedAlert system provides a lower cost option and does not require monthly fees. So that's going to conclude our website today. Thank you again for joining us. We're going to open it up for questions. If you have